So first up, what is Snowflake? So I know everybody is might have heard these terminologies if you're working into a data field. It's been hyped up so much into the market right now. All the data platforms that they're in, like Snowflake, Databricks, Microsoft Fabric. But now let's unfold what exactly the Snowflake is and what its basic architecture is about. So Snowflake is nothing but it's a cloud data and AI platform. As the terminology itself says that it's a cloud, so it's you cannot host this into your local, or you cannot have this onto your on-premises server or local server data, because you can have your data warehouses built into the Snowflake, you can have your data products built into the Snowflake, and AI. Snowflake has introduced the AI capabilities so that since the data is residing within the Snowflake, and enabling these AI capabilities would be a cherry on the cake if your data foundation is strong. Talking about the Snowflake architecture, it's a combination of the two traditional architecture. One is shared disk architecture and second is the shared nothing architecture. Now let's understand what both of this mean. Shared disk architecture is where your data persists into one storage, and the nodes access only that single copy of the data, right? That is where it's called as the share. The disk is being shared by the multiple nodes or the compute engines. Talking about the shared nothing architecture, in this every node has its own copy of the data, and that's where the parallel processing comes into picture. So this is where we call it as shared nothing. Nothing is shared in between the two of the nodes, and that's the reason it's called as the shared nothing architecture. Now Snowflake just played very smart. They have combined both this architecture and they have come up with their hybrid architecture. That hybrid architecture is called as multi-clustered shared disk architecture. Let me unfold you. So multi-cluster means Snowflake is using a multi-cluster compute where you can spin up multiple nodes for processing your data, and shared disk, so all your Snowflake data will be stored into a persistent storage on whichever cloud platform it's been hosted. Now talking about multi-cluster, since it's a multiple compute that are getting spin, every node has its own copy of the data when processing the queries. So Snowflake is cloud agnostic. It does not depend on any of the cloud. You can host it on GCP, you can host it on Microsoft Azure, or you can host it on AWS. Comment down below architecture and I'll be sharing the interview questions with respect to the Snowflake architecture. Follow for more such content, and thank you.